guys, welcome back to Ancestral and Healing. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about healing autoimmune on a carnivore diet. I'm going to focus specifically on talking about my personal journey with eczema or psoriasis. I'm not really sure which one I had because they're so similar, but I suffered for a very, very long time, like about 8 years, with extremely itchy scalp. And that was the only area on my body where I had dry patches of skin. I had no dry patches in my elbows or the back of my knees or on my face. It was strictly on my scalp, and then it would kind of be flare-ups, and I had no answers as to why they were happening. And I never saw a doctor about it either because I don't know why I didn't see a doctor. I'm kind of glad I didn't because they would have probably just offered me like a topical cream or a pill. So, I quietly suffered for about 8 years. And when I went on the carnivore diet, it all went away. It's really interesting to me because my itchy scalp started in 2012. I remember the day like it was yesterday. We were in Mexico on a family trip at a resort, and out of nowhere, I started to experience these kind of like open wound scabs on my scalp, and they were so dry that I could pick them off my scalp, and sometimes I would bleed. So I thought I got a bad sunburn, but when we went back home, this continued on for years, and I struggled to pinpoint exactly what it was. To this day, I don't know if it was psoriasis or eczema. These two autoimmune conditions are very, very similar, and apparently it takes a dermatologist to figure out exactly which one it is that you have. So I'm gonna go with maybe self-diagnosing myself. I think I was leaning more towards psoriasis. Hey guys, we have a little cameo here because this guy suffered hardcore from psoriasis, and it was mostly in his eyebrows. He would have like eyebrow skin flakes all the time.
Or wherever like facial hair I would have. Like I feel like a lot like around the lips here, and my eyebrows like it's super dry, really embarrassing. Almost looked like I was like sick.
Yeah, so a lot of the times like I would have to kind of clean them up if we were in public. And then at one point, remember when we both had flakes in our scalp?
Yes.
Guys, it was like that's not normal. So then when we went on the carnivore diet and completely eliminated everything else, everything went away. And I preach this because I have so many friends who have itchy scalp and like scabs, and I actually have, for sure I've got family members, and I tell them, guys, carnivore diet, man, it's all in the food.
Watch
it's what you're
eat.
eating. I can't tell you exactly what it is that triggers the flare-ups, but I will get them to this day if I eat something off track. So for example, I've disclosed to you guys that I have a few things here and there, like a squash, a plantain. So one thing that gets me if I have too much of it is coconut milk. I have been having a little bit too much coconut milk this week, and guess what? I don't have any flakes on my scalp right now, but I can feel that my eyes are really itchy. My eyes are dry, and I'm itchy right here. So it's like, I know it's the coconut milk. I know it 100% because I've eliminated everything else. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna have coconut milk tomorrow and the next day, and I'm not gonna have any more symptoms. And just like that, I've cured my psoriasis. I am my own doctor, and it really is that simple. This is not a science video where I'm gonna break it down, you guys, to the molecule of what psoriasis is and this and that. I'm just here to tell you that I cured my psoriasis or eczema or whatever it was, and I can guarantee you that you can cure yours too if you just take control of what you're eating. If you're not willing to go carnivore, that's fine, but start a food log and start to see a pattern. You'll start to see a trend of what it could potentially be that's causing these flare-ups. They do not appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, and also just to take note of when you do get like a very bad flare-up or like an allergic reaction, be mindful of what you eat in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Not only would a food log be a fantastic idea, but also just being conscious of like, okay, when exactly is my system having this autoimmune response, and what did I ingest in the last 24 hours? And I think that will really start to nail down. But still also like food allergy tests too, no? Like I'd highly recommend that as well. just to see what are the foods that you'd be, maybe having an autoimmune response to.
Yeah.
And yeah, just being more aware. We find that at the moment that we kind of get off track, all the symptoms just come right
They
back
come
to
back.
reinforce exactly what we already thought. So when we're clean, no problems. And when we decide to kind of go off the rails a little bit sometimes, these autoimmune responses will come right back, at least for me.
Yeah, and it, sometimes it can take a while. Like, I've been really enjoying a little coconut milk. First few days I'm fine, and I'm like, wow, I'm good. And then like day 5, it starts. The itchy eyes. I bet you if I continue to drink coconut milk, I'll get the itchy scalp again. And I have this itchy patch right here. But I mean, that's the beauty of being in tune and listening to your body. Now I'm gonna cut back. I know, okay, body, I get it. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to cause you any harm.
I want to love you. I want to
love
protect
you.
you.
I'm gonna stop with the coconut milk. But just, something really interesting. I literally just typed into Google psoriasis carnivore diet. You can find so many stories of people who have healed their psoriasis or eczema on a carnivore diet, even in the Facebook groups. But on Google, the first thing that pops up from healthline.com, red meat, dairy, and eggs contain a polyunsaturated fatty acid called arachidonic acid. Past research has shown that byproducts of this acid may play a role in creating psoriatic lesions. Food to avoid: red meat, especially beef. Guys, it's a sick joke. I'm here to tell you, eat the red meat and your psoriasis will go away.
So wait, the least inflammatory food is to be avoided?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It sucks, guys. It's like, let's stop blaming the meat for what everything else did.
Remember that t-shirt? It's not the meat, it's what else you eat.
It's everything else you eat.
That's a good one.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you guys have any questions related to psoriasis or eczema, please drop it below in the comments and I will actively respond. I feel like I have a lot of personal experience with this. We are our own self-experiment.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe one last tip is I find those Facebook community groups to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Type in your symptom in those groups, and I bet you'll find someone that has been able to reverse that same symptom or whatever you may be experiencing. Most likely, not for all cases, but most likely, if you're curious, if you have eczema, psoriasis, or allergies, asthma, if you're looking for something like that's very specific, I would recommend typing those keywords into those groups, and there's definitely already a discussion or maybe someone who's already gone through this. So that would be my recommendation.
Yeah, and just know that you don't have to suffer alone. I literally suffered for 8 years with the most embarrassing itchy scalp.
But with me, right? Not alone.
With you. Yeah, for sure. But I felt like a gremlin. You know what I mean? Like you want to wear your hair down, but you have, like kind of snowflakes at the top. And then also, if you guys have watched my other videos around 2016, so that's like 4 years after the psoriasis started, I began to lose my hair. So this is all connected. It was all on the way, part of my healing journey. But, having my hair loss, having the psoriasis, it really took a toll. If you guys want to learn more about hair loss, hair growth, carnivore diet, I'll post a couple of my videos in the description talking about my hair growth journey. So, it's all kind of related. Let's take care of ourselves. Good scalp health equals healthy hair. It's all good skin, for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something of value. And I wish you a beautiful weekend ahead. Have an awesome, awesome day. And you can enjoy these other 2 videos on the screen. Take care, guys.
Ciao, guys.